You've tried praying, you've tried breathing, but the anxiety won't stop. There's one verse in the Bible that doesn't just calm your mind, it destroys anxiety at the root. And once you know why, you'll never see fear the same way again. You've prayed for peace, but somehow anxiety always finds its way back. It creeps in when the lights go out, when the notifications stop, when your mind won't. You tell yourself to calm down, to trust God, but your heart keeps racing. The truth is, anxiety doesn't start in your circumstances. It starts when your focus shifts from who holds you to what threatens you. But there's one verse that changes everything, not just comforts you, destroys anxiety at its root. Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. Read that again. God doesn't say, you'll find peace if you try harder. He says, I will keep you in it. That means peace isn't earned, it's protected. Anxiety can scream, but it can't stay because your peace doesn't depend on you. It depends on the one guarding your mind. The moment your focus locks back on him, every fear, every overthinking spiral, every what if starts losing power. Because the battle was never about your thoughts, it was about your focus. And the one who keeps his eyes on God can't be shaken. How to activate peace, living Isaiah 26:3. You don't defeat anxiety by pretending it's not there. You defeat it by refusing to feed it. The Bible doesn't say, don't feel anxious. It says, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast. That means the secret isn't avoiding fear, it's redirecting your focus. When the enemy whispers, what if everything falls apart? You whisper back, even if it does, God still holds me together. When your chest tightens and your thoughts start racing, stop and breathe this truth. My peace isn't fragile. My peace is guarded by God Himself. Every anxious thought is a thief that tries to distract your mind from the keeper of your peace. So, what do? You don't chase calm. You anchor your mind. You turn off the noise. You open your Bible. You start thanking God, not because you feel peaceful, but because you trust that He's still in control, and that trust, that moment of surrender, is the doorway to perfect peace. It's not about perfection, it's about practice. Every time you refocus your thoughts on Him, you're teaching your mind who's really in charge. Peace becomes less of a feeling and more of a reflex. That's what Isaiah meant. You will keep him in perfect peace, not temporary, not occasional. Perfect, because when your trust is fixed, peace stops being a visitor and becomes a resident in your heart. The breakthrough. Peace is your inheritance. You were never meant to fight anxiety alone. You were meant to live guarded by peace, not the kind that depends on your mood, your money, or your surroundings, but the kind that anchors you when everything shakes. Isaiah didn't say, you will find peace. He said, you will be kept in perfect peace. That means peace isn't a feeling you reach for. It's a promise that reaches for you. Anxiety says you're not safe, but God says you're sustained. When your trust is rooted in Him, fear becomes background noise and peace becomes your atmosphere. That's not denial. That's divine protection. So maybe peace was never something you had to chase. Maybe it was something God was trying to keep you in all along. Every time anxiety rises, that's your reminder to refocus, not on what could go wrong, but on who never changes. Because the same God who spoke calm into a raging sea can speak peace into your storm too. And when your mind is stayed on Him, fear loses its home. If this message spoke to you today, type peace in the comments as your declaration. Not that you're searching for it, but that you found it in Him. And don't forget to share this with someone who needs that reminder tonight. Because peace doesn't spread through silence, it spreads through faith.